My name is Milia and I was Family Consumer Sciences major, Family Sciences, and I graduated in December 2008. We did a research project, I think it had a long title, but it was something like couple relationship satisfaction characteristics and its association with attachment styles, something like that. And basically it wanted to know if an individual's attachment style, so how secure their bond was with their primary caretaker when they were young, how that affects their relationship with their partner today. And it was really interesting. I learned that research is really hard, and I have more fun presenting it than I do actually researching. I think an important result that we found was that couples with the same attachment style have a more satisfied relationship, whether they're both insecure or they're both secure. Obviously, we found that the more secure they were, like if they're both secure, then they had the happiest, most satisfied relationship. But yeah, we surveyed, I think, 13 heterosexual couples. Some were dating, some were married. And we surveyed them with a 120 questionnaire, which was long, but it was good. Well, it was my first research project, and it was really good. It was really helpful because you were there with me every step of the way, and anything I needed help with, you were willing to help me. And one really cool thing that I got to learn about was SPSS. So when I was doing my statistics class it was a prerequisite for grad school, I was like the only person in that class who had ever heard of SPSS, and we had to use it in the class. And so the fact that you were willing to teach me a difficult program and pretty much like a life skill for the work I want to do now was great. So I think part of it was, it all started because you were so open about meeting with your students, so I had a lot of questions, so I met with you a lot, and then that's when you asked me if I wanted to do a research project. And I remember meeting with you, and we were trying to come up with a topic that was, you kept saying, come up with a topic that's interesting for you, and I was like, I don't know, and I remember we had like 2 meetings just coming up with a topic, and we settled on this one. That's kind of how it started, and then we were trying to figure out what the best way was to go about it, and we decided to do a questionnaire, and it was basically, it was a total hands-on experience where you were just my guide. Like, I had to go out and kind of make the survey. I had to go out and find all the couples and go out and interview and survey the couples and collect them and input the data, and then you helped me interpret because I didn't really understand how to do all that. But that's kind of how the process went. Okay, so we made this giant poster, and we presented it at the CSU symposium, and so basically I just had a poster presentation out, and people came by, and I told them about our research and what we learned, and some people were really interested in it, actually. It was a lot of fun presenting because I had fun. That was the fun part for me, because instead of doing all the research and statistical stuff, I got to just talk about it with people. And then I also presented it at the National Collegiate Honors Council Conference in San Antonio, Texas. I just did the same thing. I did a poster presentation, and people came by and asked about it, and I just got to share what I learned. Well, I think most importantly is that I never would have done a research project if you hadn't asked me if I was interested in it. And I think that's key, because I never would have thought of doing one. And the fact that you're willing to like seek out students and just help us to learn how to do something and engage us in that way is something that I will always be grateful for. And it's also cool that I had that experience, whereas I'm in grad school now, and a lot of my colleagues have never done a research project, so I just want to thank you for that.
Thanks.